Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a fun pop-up magic slider card. This is amazing. And I'm using some brand new products from Popsicle Sticks. These are available in her Etsy shop. The stamp set on the left is London Shops. Then we have more London Shops in the middle. This stamp set is her new mini shop signs. And it is adorable. So you can stamp and add some shop signs to all of these magic shops. This here is the mini Slimline box card and border set, and then I have the pull tab slider. And that's how we're going to build this most amazing card today. I'm also going to be featuring the flying car, which is another small stamp set. So let's get started. I've already cut out the largest panel from that box card Slimline die set. And I'm taping on this piece here with some low tack tape so we can get the slider lines in there. For lack of a better word, that's what I'm going to call them. Then I'm going to take the pull tab slider and die cut these two small pieces. There is a score line on this piece, so you can slide it right through here and fold those tabs over. And then we're going to glue on this little connector piece. You want to make sure to just get glue on those tabs and not on the other parts of this little slider. That way this can slide easily up and down those little grooves that we have cut. So I'm going to just put glue on those tabs there, add that extra piece right there, and I'll hold it down with my magnets until that is nice and secure. So see how this is going to slide up and down like this. So let me put that magnet on and we'll make sure that's fully dry before we start using it. Now I'm going to cut out this pull tab right here, and I'm using some specialty paper that's a blue, beautiful color. You have a couple different options of pull tabs that you can use. So I'm going to use that large one right there. And now that this is dry, we can start putting this together. I'm going to use some thin foam tape on each side of this panel. This is going to allow the slider piece to move freely inside the pocket that we're creating. So see, this piece right here is going to go inside, and then we'll put some of the foam tape on the bottom so that that kind of can nestle right in there. And so far this is pretty easy. So now I'm going to take some double-sided adhesive, put it on that little slider tab right there, and this is what we're going to connect this little inside piece to. Now this piece has some dotted lined detail to it, and I'm just going to kind of get that moving, and we're going to test it out before we put this all together. So along each step I test it to make sure it's gliding along smoothly. Occasionally I just have to make sure I have it straight, and that will make it glide smoothly. Now I'm going to add that little tab. We'll put the magnet on till it's fully dry, and I cut another one of the largest panels, and we're going to put that over the top, and there's our pocket. So that's what's going to this is going to slide into. You can also cut another large piece of this panel for the back so that that is finished fully, and you'll see that I'm going to add this cloudy piece to the back. So I'm using this beautiful long cloudy scene stencil. This is from Missing Stamps. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to just alter it a little bit as I go down so that the clouds look a little different each area. I'm using some Uncharted Mariner Distress ink to create the clouds, and I'll add my magnet there to hold that panel still. And I'll just finish inking up all these clouds all the way down. Once I'm finished adding the clouds, I'm going to turn the panel around and add a little ink to the bottom as well so it's not so stark white. And now we're ready with this panel to add to the back. Here's that little car. It's called the flying car, and I've already stamped and colored and cut out the car and a bunch of those shops. Also some of the cute little images. So here's what I realized is the blank panel is going to go on the front, and the panel that is over the top of the front I want to add some clouds to as well. So you'll see here I'm also going to add clouds to the part that's going to pop up. This is the part we've already attached, and so I'm just doing the best I can to add those clouds, and you don't need to add them all the way down because that piece that pops up is only going to pop up partially, so you'll just see it up to there. So that works out great. So I'm going to add all my pieces now, and I'm going to start getting these additional pieces ready. These all have score lines on them, and it's very simple to put these together. If you've ever put a box card together, it's pretty self-explanatory, but let me show you how easy it is. And especially if you've never put a box card together, this is the way that I like to assemble them, and they turn out perfect every time. So I've cut those side pieces there and folded them over and added a little bit of score tape. I remove the backer to the score tape, and I also add some liquid adhesive. This makes sure my box card is going to stay together and stay nice and sturdy. So I'll add that piece to the side there. I'll add the other piece to the other side, just like that. Now is the time to put the inside panel right over the top, and that will cover some of those lines. And now we can add these pieces here. So there's a small front piece, which I've cut out twice, and then this piece, which is a little taller, which I've cut out once. And I'll add some double-sided adhesive to all of the tabs of each of these. Now this is my idea. I'm going to use the tall piece in the back. That's going to create another area for the shops to sit on, and then I'll put the other two in front of that. So watch here, I remove the backer to the double-sided adhesive, line this one up with the side piece, and I glue on the left side. And I'm going to glue on the left side of the next piece as well. I forgot to put my liquid adhesive on that one. But this one I remembered. I put the liquid adhesive in addition to that double-sided adhesive, and I line this up with the very front. So now we've got 3 different levels. And once that's dry, I'm going to fold them over and line them all up to make sure they're straight. And then I'll be able to remove the backer, add some liquid adhesive to each of those little tabs, and fold over the right side of the border there. And that will attach them all to the other side. So these are going to line up pretty good, and I'll fold it back and forth to get it ready. That way this can be folded flat to mail in a mailer. So look at this, the cloud piece is going to go on the back, and I want to make sure to just put glue around the edges so that I don't disrupt that mechanism for pulling up that panel in our pocket. Look how cool this is. Okay, so now it's time to choose which elements we want to use on our box card pull tab slider. I don't really know what this kind of a card is. I've never actually seen this pull tab in a box card before. I think Davina was very brilliant in her design, and so I was so excited to be able to put this together. I've went ahead and stamped and cut out the little shop signs, and then we're going to add our shop signs to all of our shops. So these are easy to cut out because they come in 3 large pieces, so you cut all these little signs out at once, which makes it so much easier. So now I'm going to line up the signs with shops that they go with, and I'll color them to match those shops. So this one here is going to go on Quality Quidditch shop, so right there, and I'm going to pop it up with a little bit of adhesive. There we go. I couldn't find the camera for a minute there. There we go. So it's going to be popped up. So each of these signs are going to go on their shops and be popped up a little bit for extra dimension. I love the look. So I'm going to do Honeydukes right here, and this one's easy to find because it's the only one that has the diagonal diamond shape sign. So that goes right there like that. Look how cute. I love it. Love these new shop signs. So I'll continue to find where these go. This is the Owl Emporium. Look at that. And it has a little owl on the front, so you know where that one goes. This is Ollivander's, and it goes right here where the wand is. Look at that. We've got a few left here, so I'll go ahead and put together the Butterbeer sign. Again, just coloring them to match how I colored each of these little shops, or in this case, a little food truck or food wagon. So cute. I've got a couple left, and I'm just going to add owl post here. This doesn't really have a sign over it. I just put the owl post on top of where that owl was. You could hang it off to the side as well, whatever you want to do. Again, I'll just keep adding these little signs until we're all finished. Now there is an extra sign that I didn't have the shop for. It's Madame Puddlefoot's, but I know that I can use one of these buildings generically and add this sign to it, just coloring it up a little bit differently. So fun. Now in the mini Slimline box card die set, there are these little decorative pieces that have the stitching around the edges for the fronts and for the side of the card. So I'm going to use this cobblestone stencil. This is also from Miss Ink Stamps. I love this stencil. And I'm going to add a little bit of cobblestone detail to all the detail pieces. I'm kind of just holding it on with magnets and then also using my fingers just to quickly add some of the cobblestones. So fun. I recently got this glass board studio. It is magnetic and you can get magnets to hold things down. I love it so much. This is the ice color. It's beautiful. Now I can go ahead and add all these detailed cobblestone pieces. See, they fit perfectly just like this. I'll glue on each of the levels with some cobblestone, kind of bringing the cobblestone towards the top. A lot of this will be hidden once we add our little shops, but I still like the detail. It makes it feel really cute and fun, like you're walking down a little cobblestone lane to see all these shops. I'm going to also add it to the side. Now this is from this stamp set, which has a coordinating die to cut out that banner, and I'm just going to trim off the bottom little piece here so it fits on the front of my box card. So just trimming that just a little bit here. And I've added the word magic that I've cut out of some red glitter paper, and it says your magic. Now that alphabet is a smaller little alphabet. I love the look of it. That also comes from Miss Ink Stamps. Everything else is from popsicle sticks, the other stamps, and these houses and things. So as I glue them on, I'm just going to hold them real quick with my reverse tweezers. That will keep them on while they dry just a little bit. And then I'll just continue adding all the little shops that I want. I think it's going to look great just like that. So you can see I still have plenty of shops left, and I can build lots more cards. Super fun. Okay, that looks great like that. Now there are some little characters that you can add, and I'm going to add 3 of them here with also a little owl in a little cage. And those are going to look great on the front, so I'm just going to glue those on, glue the banner on, and there's our pull tab. Look how cute that looks. And that's where I'm going to add the flying car. So it's going to be hidden until you pull that pop tab up, and then you'll see this flying car. I want to add a few more details, and so I found the cutest little dies. Oh, I did forget to stamp on the little license plate, and so I'm going to risk it here and stamp it freehand. It says Wizard, that's the one I want to use. But these small sets from Miss Ink Stamps have some great stars, lightning bolts, some little round glasses, and those are what I'm going to use to decorate around this flying car to add a little more magic looking elements. And these I cut out of gold mirror cardstock, except for the glasses, which I cut out of black cardstock. So there we go. Those are the extra elements. And now we have our card pretty much assembled. Let's test it out and see if it works. So I'm going to make sure that's all dry first and push down. And I'm going to add that down there. The clouds are in the back. You can add stamps to the back. And then when you pull it up, there's the flying car over the magic shops. Isn't that fun? The sentiment says your magic. I got all of those from the stamp sets that I used today, and the die set I'll link and list everything below if you're interested and want to find out more about where you can buy these supplies. But how fun to have a pull tab box card. I love it. It's brilliant. Thanks for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and follow for more inspiration. I'll be back soon with more cards to share. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.